Hey y'all, I'm Tion.
I'm Kayla. And I'm Kim. It's the TKC podcast.
And then intro.
I'm not your better, your cost, so don't sleep on me. Look like a lick, then I'm putting a freak on them. All of these niggas is begging to hang, cause my bitch a young thug and now I'm the rich homie. Boy, I ain't finna read all that text, don't know what it said, but I sent us a bet. Lately, my patience been getting real low. Lately, I feel like I need more respect. It was the money for me, ayy. He gon' go dummy for me, ayy. He ain't that cute, but he could dress, his to protect for me, ayy. It was the needs for him, the way that it squeezed for him, ayy. He done fucked a whole lot of bitches, but it was the me for him.
And we're back with another podcast episode. So we got a couple things coming today. We're gonna talk about why apparently you bitches hate braids. We're gonna talk about Demi, yikes, and we're gonna talk about dating and stuff like that. So I guess we can start with tweet of the week. So we probably can't find the original tweet because the girl probably deleted it.
Yeah.
But it was essentially, y'all seen the tweet. It was essentially this girl saying like, my friend or like this girl told me I should get braids for my birthday hairstyle and I blocked her too quick or something like that, essentially saying that she thought it was not acceptable to wear braids for her birthday. And then there was a whole thread of people in the comments just agreeing, and I was like, y'all are really, really sick.
Yeah.
And some of the excuses that people gave was like, it's not like, oh, it's not elegant, it's not sexy, they're average, they're lackluster. I said, okay, girl.
But it's just giving it's lackluster on you. Because I look cute when I wear my Swiss braids. And I'm gonna wear it whenever I want to. Like it's, but I also didn't like that people were saying like y'all were trying to read too much into it. Because obviously people were bringing up like just Eurocentric beauty standards and things like that, and not being able to embrace
it's always reading too much into it. When you
say
say some shit that don't make sense.
But that's because you know for a fact that's what it is, babe. You don't just think that wigs and extensions is good out of nowhere.
And they were even saying, oh, like I saw one specific tweet and it was like, there's a place for natural hair.
Yeah.
Why?
No.
The hair that grew on my scalp, I can't wear
It's
that on
only
my
a place
birthday.
sometimes.
No, you can't wear that on your birthday, girl.
There's no such thing as like having a certain hairstyle for a certain occasion.
Right.
And that's what we need to understand. Like, y'all, it was giving very, very, very anti-black. It was giving very anti-black.
And like, it's okay to be like, I like my bundles. I like to switch it up too. I wear my hair how I want it when I feel like it. But that's the thing. You should be able to wear your hair how you feel like it when you feel like it. It's not a thing of this is how you should wear for this occasion and this is how you should wear for that. Like that's just not. It's playing into those Eurocentric beauty standards. That's what it all comes back to.
And I found it funny too that people were like, oh, you're reading too much into it, yada, yada, yada. Because I'm like, this is something that's always been instilled in us. Like, even when we were little, you get your hair pressed for your birthday, for the dance recital, for whatever the occasion is, you'd always get your hair pressed. You never, at least I didn't. I wasn't wearing my hair in braids or natural for special occasions. It was always us getting it pressed. So, like, you would, okay, it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
And like, there's different ways to not dress it up, but you can do different things to it. Like there's different kinds of braids, all kinds of. There's a lot of stuff you can do with black hair. So let's not act like all of them are the same because they're not. There's a lot of different things.
We all see the new braid styles coming out every week. Y'all can pick one and go with it because they're all cute. Like,
and the reality is too, like people will just get, and there's nothing wrong with this if you like this, but sometimes people will just get like box braids and just like wear them like down or in a ponytail or something like that. And I'm like, of course it's gonna give lackluster. If you're not trying to style them. Look, y'all need to get in. I know some of y'all not into Brandy the way y'all need to be, okay? Because Brandy never a day without a braid in her hair, especially on Moesha. Always braid, but it was always a different style every single episode because you style them, okay? If you want to, but don't sit up here and because sometimes you may not want to do all that, and that's fair. But you can't sit up here and say they lackluster and they're cute, but they're not, they're not giving this, they're not giving that. You're not styling it. You're not doing anything with your hair. That's why it's not giving.
Because some braids not cute.
Right, because you were talking to me. The thing too, like not even just like braid styles. You can look at other styles of people without braids and put your braids like that.
Exactly.
It's not hard.
Exactly.
But I feel like people saying that braids and twists aren't cute is the same as people saying like locks aren't cute. And the folks that got locks all the time. You cannot tell me A bitch is not bad with some locks on her hair.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all be cute, okay?
Chloe and Halle be.
Oh, the
Anything.
versatility.
Ooh,
That's another
it's
reason you
so
cannot
versatile.
Take
say.
notes. Take notes.
It's so versatile.
It's like, in my opinion, like now that we got into like thinking about Chloe and Halle, it's almost saying like textured hair is not like elegant.
Yeah.
You can't do things with
That's
it.
exactly what it says.
When you definitely can do whatever you want. It's a lot more versatile than like white people's hair, like, and we know that. So I don't understand.
I don't know who told y'all couldn't wear your hair how you want it.
And you can.
And you can. And y'all be grown.
And if you
too.
don't want to wear
nobody's
braids on your birthday, that's fine.
Yeah, no one said that you have to.
Right,
It's the
right.
idea that it's not good enough
Or
for
acceptable,
special
yeah.
occasions. That's the problem.
Because who knows? I might get me some bundles for my birthday, y'all.
Or I'm gonna come up with these same twists because that's what I was gonna do.
I wear them every other day of the year.
Sort of
Why not
like
on
that.
my birthday too, child?
Exactly. Literally taking these out next week and putting them back in.
And the reality of it is like braids are so comfortable. Like for the past, how many months? I don't know. Probably since like December, I've been wearing like back-to-back like protective styles or whatever. And I only had my hair out for like the past 2 weeks, and I put them right back in some braids because I said it's comfortable, it's cute. Like even I put on my wig the other day, and I was just like, it just don't be comfortable sometimes. Like wigs can be a lot.
The comb,
Digging the comb out from your scalp, like it's a lot, and it's just like. It's a lot. Wigs and weaves and stuff like that are a lot to maintain. It's cute for the look, but you know what I'm saying? But like, if you going on vacation, you gonna wear a wig.
Yeah,
It's not a long.
You wearing a sew-in?
It's not a long-term commitment that I'm willing to make. Like the upkeep is way too. And I feel like it's something that you do when you have money for that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the money for. If y'all got the money for it, go ahead and get you
Go ahead.
Slate by Tay.
But
I don't.
But it'd be like a lot of influencers and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Because I've been
Don't let them
looking.
fool you on y'all.
I've been looking at wigs and stuff like that because I want to get a new one, just like to have. But a lot of y'all, the wigs be pushing it. Like they be giving $200. If you really want to get a good one, you're gonna have to spend $200 plus.
Yeah.
And that's the reality of it. And a lot of these influencers and stuff like that who are like not necessarily pushing, but like you always see them with the wig and all that. Y'all are getting that stuff for free. No
Yeah,
shade.
they
If somebody
are.
wants to send me it for free, I'll wear it too. You know what I'm saying? No shade. But for the average person, and then they only keep it on to like take the picture, give the look, and then it's gone, and then they put on a different one.
It be on there for a day to max.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why I have to, like, getting into that and just like influencers. I think I only follow people that I really trust and like their things like that. But even so, like when I be watching videos and people are like, "Oh yeah, these jeans, yeah, they're $80, but the quality is great." You can't say that because you ain't paid $80. You know what I mean? Like, people can't determine the value of things for you, especially when they're not paying money for it.
It's true.
And that's why it depends on you as a person and the kind of time you're on. Like for me, I am not getting up and reapplying these edges of no wig every day. I will not. I barely apply the edges here, y'all.
That's another thing. Y'all already know. I used to give the girls baby hairs every single day, and I just don't want to do it anymore. I don't have the energy.
Because who told me that I had to? And whoever did, you can suck my ass. Because, I mean, I never did, so hey, but yeah.
See, that's a good old braid. Obviously, it's going to take you a good 12-37 hours.
It will, but you can have them in for the rest of your life.
You can.
For the rest of
never
your life.
y'all.
They never come out. Just don't let that dry scalp get you, because it will. It'll get you.
We look exactly like our profile picture right now, y'all.
We
In
do.
case y'all didn't notice, it's there.
Oh, I thought Kim took the afro.
Never mind.
Y'all
She
never see my
messed it
photo,
up.
I
It's
promise.
okay.
And it's
She
hot
messed it
now.
up.
Yeah, you really won't see it.
But yeah, we just say that to say, wear your hair how you want it. And I don't know, I'm not gonna say you can feel the way you feel about it, but why you gotta say it? Like, you don't have to say everything
don't
you
put that on
think.
me.
So yeah.
I know we saying you can wear your hair whenever, but what I will say is frozen, not for the summertime. I don't care what nobody says. It's too hot to be dealing with that on your neck. Nar.
But see, some people, it just depends on how you wear it, because some people, the girls, like, they'll pick it out and up, but that's not the look I be giving. My stuff be like more out.
That. So,
and it's just
like the 3C, 3B girlies, all you do is let it go. Good for you. Enjoy your summertime. But I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So
It's just like braids. And the thing about it is too, like I wouldn't wear my natural hair out on like a vacation or anything like that either.
No.
Not because it's not cute,
but just
work. Because like y'all know I'm in the water. I'll say that I'm gonna go to the beach or the pool and I'm not gonna get in the water. I can't swim. I can float, but I cannot swim. But it's one thing I will do is get in that damn water for no reason.
If you travel on a budget like me, TSA will throw your hair products away.
Okay.
You don't want to deal with that.
And if you, I don't care if your trip is 3 days or 3 minutes. 3 ounces is not enough for a hair product. It just never will be. So I'm not messing with nobody's. And my hair don't be going right at home. So who am I to fiddle with my hair abroad and it comes out wrong? Now I can't do nothing. I have to sit in this hotel room sad because I look a mess.
Not only is getting your stuff thrown away heartbreaking, it's embarrassing.
It's
y'all, because
embarrassing.
you knew when you walked in there that you had too much on you.
And as soon as they pull your bag to the side, you be like, anyways,
girl. My thing was crazy to me is when, cause like I know you're not supposed to have stuff like in your carry-on, but like I'll like put my stuff in my regular bag. And I think one time somebody took something out of my regular bag, and I was like, y'all not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. Okay? I had an issue that day.
No, yeah. We can't get into TSA. I don't have time for y'all right now.
Because why don't you test the liquids?
Yeah,
like, just test the liquids.
Please stop throwing away my thing. The lines be long, and I don't have time to be in a longer line.
They test medicines, though.
What does...
They test medicine when you take it.
So you need that. You don't need your hair product.
Now I want to know where that little rule come from, because
where that will come from?
The rule of the 3 ounces.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Apparently all that shit started after 9/11.
No, it did, but I don't know why 3 ounces. Like what was
it? Was taking anti-black
on the plane, like.
But ladies and gentlemen.
No, but it's crazy because some people, and I'm not gonna name names, but it's this one girl at the Atlanta airport, and I had just gotten my ears pierced, and I came with a little liquid, and my mom did not let me check bags. And I had the big liquid from Claire's, and she was like, girl, you know what, just take it. And I said, you know what, girl, you're God's favorite, and he's gonna put blessings on your life. And if you're watching this right now, girl, I hope you're doing great.
Because why would you take somebody's shit?
You don't have
y'all
to.
Not doing nothing with it. Y'all just throwing it away.
And you know, my thing is, y'all know me. So stop playing. I be up in here every 3 weeks.
Whoever took my hot chocolate body spray from Victoria's Secret out the bin and gave it to their daughter, I'm gonna get you. Because I know y'all took that date at somebody's child.
I know y'all be taking this stuff. It be good stuff. I know you are not just throwing away in the trash. Because if you are, that's even... I don't know which one's more disrespectful.
Yeah.
But either way, I'm gonna throw my stuff away that I pay for my money.
Well, and it's never the cheap product.
Take my skincare, you better give it to somebody's daughter.
So you don't never throw away the cheap product.
No, I swear. It be full, fresh bottles.
And the plastic's still on it. It's the liquid ain't even free yet. You be like, trash. Right.
I just got it just for this trip, man.
Literally. Yeah. And you threw it in the garbage can.
In my face.
I'm gonna for y'all. Who's saying Demi?
So that was our tweet of the week.
Yeah, tweet of the week. Y'all are giving anti-black. I want y'all to think about the things that you are thinking before you tweet them.
Yeah. Please. Or make your account private.
Or just don't have thoughts at all, because y'all don't know.
Some of y'all don't need
get a journal.
Get a journal.
Yeah. You got options.
You do.
You got a note tab, babes.
A note tab, yeah. Okay.
We gonna get into Demetria.
We gonna get into
Is that her real name? Or you just
it is her name. It's Demetria or Dimitri. It's some along those lines, girl. Demetria Lovato.
Is she? What's her? Is
we have a
German, Russian?
She's Hispanic.
She's white.
She's white Hispanic.
I'm just in my head. I'm like,
she ain't German.
Because when she was saying German, I'm like, white.
Because you know, Dimitri is like German.
I don't know.
Oh, is it? So Dimitra.
You remember that boy Dimitri in Twitches too? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Anyway,
y'all know what I'm talking about.
When I go home, I'm gonna watch College Road Trip. That's a good ass movie.
Okay.
But so we're gonna get into her because y'all.
Okay, I don't know if y'all saw it. Maybe we can. Actually, I don't know. Actually, I don't feel like looking for the receipts for this mess. Actually,
yeah.
But okay, so Demi, she went into this yogurt.
Small business.
Yes, small frozen yogurt shop. Apparently, it's women-owned too.
Wow.
She went in there. It's called like the Big Chill or something like that. I'm assuming it's in LA. And she went in there and she was saying, like, as she was, approaching the counter, going through her slow movie montage, she kept seeing all these sugar-free diet culture items. And she got mad, and apparently she left. She didn't get the frozen yogurt that she wanted, y'all. It was a lot.
After that, according to her.
And she went online and she blasted this business for selling sugar-free items. And so she's going back and forth with the company. She calls them diet culture vultures. She's like, oh, I'm gonna make this a term, diet culture vultures. And I'm like, first of all, you took culture vulture and put diet in front of it, and
you used it wrong.
Because
it doesn't make sense.
It clearly, she doesn't know what she's talking about.
And so her whole idea and her whole thing was like, okay, it's promoting diet culture, and as someone who, like, she struggles with, like, I don't know if she struggles with anorexia, but she said she struggles with some type of disordered eating or whatever. And, all of that is fine and good, but the way that she went about it was absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, she called this business out. She's going back and forth with them. And then at one point she was like, you don't want to play with me or something like that. I was like, you started this. Like, you literally put these people on blast for selling an item. She said that the customer service was rude. Maybe that's true. Maybe that's not. We don't know what happened. Yeah, it was giving last minute add-on. We don't know what happened exactly in terms of the customer service, but the main issue that she had was with sugar-free cookies. You didn't have some type of, like, horrible experience that was as a result of, like, someone doing something to you. You just felt really triggered in that moment, and that's fine. But you could have just left. You could have came, if you really wanted to talk about it, you could have said, you know what, I had an experience at this place. Don't name the place, but you could just say, I had an experience at this yogurt shop. Let's talk about diet culture, disorder eating, etc., etc. Not the big chill yogurt shop is selling sugar-free cookies.
Yeah. And it's like, you are a grown woman, right?
Mm.
You are too big. You have 10 million followers. You are
102. It was 102 million.
Oh, I thought it was 10.2, y'all. Anyway.
Yeah, it was 102.
102 million followers. You have a big ass platform, and a small business. You know it's a small business, not a franchise, not a chain. Yeah. And you can afford to take backlash because you're as big as you are. These are people in a panoramic. We are in a Panera Bread.
I'm a reason.
And you blasting people because it just doesn't make sense, because there's different reasons why people can't have sugar, why people sell sugar-free things. And so for them to not have that would be a bigger issue, I would think, because it's being exclusive.
But my thing is, like, have you never seen a sugar-free food before? They have
They sell them in the Walmart, y'all.
She's never stepped in a grocery store. That's what's giving.
Target,
if you really had issues, you would have had problems with everybody's grocery store. Everybody's everything. Because especially if you're in LA, there's gonna be options for literally everywhere. If you can have vegan food, you can have sugar-free food. I don't know where the beef is. It's weird, and I also don't like the use of triggering. What triggered you, ma'am?
Because the sugar-free cookies.
Like,
how do you step out?
Yeah, I don't think I don't know.
In some cases, like, obviously we weren't there. Obviously, none of us were there. We don't know exactly what went down when she was there. But I feel like a lot of times people will use the word triggering as an excuse to act a fool. I don't know. Because that's what it's getting like. There's no way.
It be happening to you personally.
She be getting really triggered. And she can use that word. Anybody else? No. Because you're not triggered. You just, something making you mad does not trigger you. That's not triggering.
If it makes the word trigger, you lose its value.
That's what I'm saying.
I can be triggered by the wind blowing. Like, that's what it's giving. It triggered me. The wind was blowing.
I can be mad at I can be triggered by the wind, but I can't be mad at this wind. She gonna blow. I walked into this establishment. I should have known what they had. Why are we going to places we don't know about anyway?
I look up the menu and everything.
I look up the menu because I need to know what I'm getting.
Maybe she did do that, but the reality of it is that if she really was that upset that they had a bunch of sugar-free stuff, she could have left.
Or she should have addressed it there. Or why are you bringing it to social media?
Maybe she tried to, and maybe that's the rude customer service thing she was talking about. But I know if I'm working at somebody's establishment
and you ask me why it's sugar-free stuff,
but
you beefing about sugar?
No, but that's really, really crazy because, girl, it's 2021. We're not beefing over cookies. We not.
She said the customer service is rude. How do we know that the person she addressed about the cookies not being sugar free was the person who could do anything about it? I'm the cashier. You talking about the damn.
But how do we know you approached them correctly? Because you got on this live, real huffing and puffing mad. You could have approached them the exact same way.
Because people will do that. They will. Well, you know, this food is terrible. Okay, I didn't cook it. Like it's certain.
Absolutely.
Do you want me to?
Y'all, as a server, that is real. Okay, that is real.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know
about
what you
that.
want me to
I
do
work
about that.
here.
But it's getting very much she wants to be a social justice worker warrior so bad.
Social justice worker.
Because it's like you got triggered by sugar cookies, and then you got on social media because you're trying to call out this company, but you know how big your platform is. So at the end of the day, you wanted people to target them and like be like, oh, you need to do this, this, and this. You did this to Demi. Girl, you really have to find something to occupy your time because this is real sad.
Album just came out. Come on, you ain't
I
supposed
had
to be
no
on Jimmy
idea.
Fallon.
Yeah,
come on.
Interviews, getting on somebody's Zoom, something. But instead, we're beefing over sugar-free cookies.
I guess it came and went, child. I told myself I was gonna listen to it, and I haven't listened yet. But now I don't know if I will.
Here's another, like, y'all stand culture and shit like these. It's crazy. And so for you to have a big ass platform and start dragging somebody, anybody at all, period, that's not like another celebrity or something that has the means to combat somebody dragging them.
Yeah.
Celebrities with fans know that their fans will ride for them
exactly
regardless.
What you're doing. Yeah.
And before y'all even, we don't hate her. Ain't no like none of that. But there's nothing wrong with holding people accountable when they do crazy shit. Like, cause that was uncalled for.
I'm gonna read some of the comments out. Cause the comments
it just wasn't. I don't understand where the train of thought came from. Like, why did you send them an email, girl? You could have sent them a DM.
This one was funny. Funny, and it was also like, gotcha, bitch, because there was like somebody commented, how about that diet tea ad you posted? And I was like, that's true. Like, and she responded, I remember I was in the middle of my eating disorder and I feel terrible. I always regret it. I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. No, not blah, blah, blah. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's sort of just like when you know that you have also not done some shit right, you don't approach other people trying to scream and shout and do all of that, because look how quickly somebody was like, but you just did this. And it's okay that happened. Like, her reasoning makes sense. It's understandable that like you were going through that too. Like, you were still brainwashed by diet culture too. That's okay. It's fine. But the way that you approach the conversation should be completely different. Like, you don't approach them trying to attack them about diet culture when since you clearly know so much about it, and since you clearly have been a part of it, you should know how easy it is to fall victim to those things. So you shouldn't be so like amped up.
She didn't do research or anything about like why. This is why are we beefing over cookies? Because you didn't do any research about why they have sugar-free cookies or anything like that. You just said, obviously they're trying to get the girls to be skinny. Isn't it like it's a frozen yogurt place, girl?
Yeah, the cookies wasn't even the main thing that they
exactly. And they said we have a whole bunch of other things. We got vegan things. She mad that they got stuff for vegans too.
But like I said before, there's a bunch of reasons why people can't have sugar. Everybody can have things that don't have sugar for the most part. Like, despite the other ingredients. Like, you know what I'm trying to say. But like, there's people who can't have sugar for different reasons, and that's just what it is.
And she was suggesting that they like say that or like change the messaging or whatever, but I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, they don't have to. It's sugar free. If you don't need sugar, here you go. Here go your cookie.
The only people that need to look at that is somebody that was looking for a sugar-free cookie. If you're not looking for a sugar-free cookie, those have nothing to do with you. Not a thing. They know exactly. We don't need a long list of the diseases that need cookies like this. We don't. People gonna be like, I was looking for this, and here it is.
And that's why I say a lot of times, like, people call it like cancel culture, but a lot of this is really like celebrity culture. Y'all don't hold yourselves accountable before
y'all also don't hold each other.
Right. Y'all don't hold yourselves and the people around you accountable before you try to hold other people distant from you accountable. But a lot of times y'all just do stuff to make you look like you're working for some kind of cause, and that's not really what it is.
It's definitely celebrity culture meets social media. Like, that's really just where y'all went wrong. Truthfully, you can't be mad at other people. Y'all got mad at other people who are responding back to the stuff that you're putting out. Like, some of y'all, we might need to go back to the days where it was no social media, no internet, The girls just came and they sang and they gave their performances and they left. Okay, the only things that we need to know about you are, you know, the things that you decide to put out in your little interviews and yada, yada, yada. But y'all don't know how to use these platforms correctly. And y'all don't.
But my thing is, every time celebrities are called out on something, they're just like, well, I'm just a normal person, and how am I supposed to know? It's common sense, babe. I don't get on my social media. I don't get on social media with all the 2 followers and start offending people. Because I have common sense. It's not even common sense. It's not even empathizing with other people either. It's just like, don't be dumb on social media. Like, think about what you're doing before you post it.
And like, you have a platform, so you know different people are going to react to different things you say differently. So you have to be ready for that.
And I know you have a PR
team. As a celebrity, like, this is not like uncalled for, like bullying. It's actual not even backlash. Like, people now are just. I mean, feedback.
It's literally
backlash. I don't think it's not wrong with being backlash.
But at the same time, I think it's your fans too. Not me, but it's your fans, and they're like trying to like help you. Hey, I don't have time to be.
She hates Demi. It's okay. We don't hate Demi. She hates Demi.
I feel like a lot of people, not y'all, bad guy, I'm not a bad guy, but a lot of y'all need people that are indifferent to you on the team, because I feel like I hate the word yes men, but I know a lot of celebrities have so many yes men around them, because you would not be doing any of the things. You would not be doing any of the things that you're doing, and so it's just like, hello. So because I know she spoke to I know she was not at that frozen yogurt place by herself. And I know she didn't come up with this thought to get online by herself. It was somebody around her, like, you know what? Get on. Should I do it, girl? Should I do it? Okay. Let's do it. Okay.
Is the light good?
Okay. How do I sound? Can you hear me? Okay.
And it's
sugar-free cookies.
Yeah. And like,
she should write a think piece.
Y'all know. Yeah. Demi will sing her ass off, but she talk too much. You don't get paid to talk, girl. Be quiet.
You know who's really good? You know who's really good at singing and shutting up? Adele. I love you so much.
Yeah. Sure.
You know who else be doing
so much?
I don't want to say that she.
Beyonce. Sorry.
We ain't even got to bring that woman out. We don't have to.
She's. I want to say
she's the standard for singing and shutting up.
But somehow she's above the standard. It's
yeah. Nothing Beyonce could do good. Nothing. She can't do nothing to cancel herself. Nothing. No. We're not even gonna get into that woman. Love you, Queen.
Definitely.
But I don't want to say yes. I don't want to say that Demi's just unlikable as a person, but like we're really approaching that. Like we're really
every time I be like, let me get into some Demetria. She'd be like, let me say something that don't have nothing to do with this music. I ain't released an album in 17 years. But
it's like you have a new album. Like, why is everything not
doing to get her some album?
But that's not even gonna do it. Please. I didn't even stream the album. I said, let me stream these features.
Yeah.
And be done.
Met Him Last Night is real good with Ariana. It's really
My Girlfriends Are My Boyfriends is a good song too. Sweetie slid.
I listened to it once.
She said, I know that's right. And you do know it's right. So. And that's the thing. But. I I'm so
I couldn't even sing it. I don't even know enough to sing. I love you though.
We don't acknowledge that. Let's get into
why was it?
That was a fever dream.
No, it was. But I'm sorry, just why it was on my recommended page today. Why did Gwen release a version without Saweetie? Like she released it today, and I was like, she said, don't. The reason it was bad. But I was like, don't leave. I didn't listen to it because I was like, I just can't. But like, don't leave Saweetie after dry. Like she was the one who made it bad. Y'all was equally bad, okay? Like, she said, stack.
Bro, I watched the video because I was like, you know, they're probably gonna serve. But then before I watched the video,
the video wasn't even cute.
No, like y'all seen the thing where somebody turned it into an Old Navy back to school?
Yes.
I watched that before. I saw them too. watched that before I even saw the video, and I was like, oh.
I couldn't stop.
Because
When they put
the back to school commercial.
when they put the clips of the kids, I couldn't stop watching because it's perfect. It's
The song
perfect.
was bad, but when you
Oh,
do
it's
that
terrible.
on your song and you get a feature, they gonna be like, well, shit. Because what else is to do? And
I'm mad because I literally tweeted before it came out, and because I heard that they was coming out with a little collab, and I was like, Saweetie and Gwen, like it's gonna be a bop, like it's gonna be good.
That's what I thought.
Why did all the Gwen Stefani stands came out, retweeted, like the tweet got like a lot of likes, like the girls was like, yes, we ready, and then afterwards people was quote tweeting like, ma'am, I was like, I'm so embarrassed. I said I had to delete. But what really sent me was the fact that Gwen Stefani stands were still retweeting it after the song came out. And then I went up and I was like,
aren't Gwen Stefani stands probably like old?
I would think so.
remember when the Christina stands came after me?
Yeah.
If it's one thing that like older like stands will do, not older stands, but like older artist stands, they gonna search their fave's name on
and
Twitter
just look for the
and
big
interact
tweets.
with anything that they say. Interact with any
Because
tweet
nothing else
that
being
says
said.
it. Because
Yeah.
Christina Aguilera stands came at me one time. I love Christina Aguilera. Like y'all did a lot with that, but I had to delete that tweet. I'm so sorry. I couldn't be embarrassed like that anymore.
And Slow Claps was really sick because it came out on the same night as Kiss Me More.
It
So
did.
it was just like,
Y'all
y'all could have waited.
People didn't like Kiss Me More when it first came out.
Girl,
I was
I was
like,
seeing something, and it was like a TikTok, and it was like, y'all was lying. Y'all said that this was giving, what did they say, Target music or something like that. And I was like,
It's
no,
giving
it's
inside.
not.
No, it's a pop
giving,
song.
the
Like,
video was so good,
It
too.
was so good. Whoever that Asian man is,
Hit me
he's
up.
on grades.
No,
apparently.
hit me up.
He's on grades.
Hit me up.
no,
But
Hit
I
me
just
up.
feel like y'all let white artists come out with the most mediocre
Yeah.
pop music. And
Y'all
then
let
when
men come
black
up with the
women-
most mediocre anything.
And when black women be like, let me get into this pop. Y'all be like,
But it's the fact that it's not even. I'm sorry. I listen to Kiss Me More every single day.
I do.
It's
really
so
good.
good.
They put crack in it.
It's excellent.
Even
I'm
crack.
so
it's such a
sorry.
good song.
You're
Especially,
It's so good.
what she say? Fuck what you feel
Like jail, nigga. I can't even exhale, nigga.
Like, she speaks real. Don't be mad because she speaks real.
And they both look just so good.
They look fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm really a fan of her or if I be listening to her music sometimes, truthfully. Because you don't have to
Cause
be a fan
oh,
of
Demi
somebody.
be good.
And like, Sorry Not Sorry is that bitch.
I'm
right?
not.
But that's my song. But like
Okay.
every time I be like, let me get into this Demi, she do something and say something that's like you didn't have to say
Every
that.
single time.
How
How
many
awkward.
times, how many
And-
chances the folks gonna give her?
They no, it's because
That's
I
what
feel
I
like
wanna
she's
know.
too
He
big.
really wants Demi out of here.
The only thing, like, I feel like she's too big to be canceled for real. Like, she would never get canceled for, like, just like, it's a lot of people who would never get canceled for real because of how big they are.
Oh yeah.
I think a lot of white people.
I think a lot of people would never get canceled. Really.
Yeah, but I think it's a lot of. I was gonna say a lot of white people won't let their favorites go.
Yeah.
But a bunch of black people won't either. It's still black people listening to R. Kelly, and y'all are really the
That's
saddest
weird.
people ever.
Bro,
The sickest, saddest people.
it's only one person
I
that
don't understand
that
how y'all
got
do that.
canceled for real.
How is it young people listening to R. Kelly?
Because you don't even know nothing
You
about
don't
that.
know nothing
Like,
about that.
you
man.
discovered this song when?
He was literally. Anyways, he was
My issue is that-
our age.
Yeah, and my issue is that like R. Kelly sings about the things that he was doing. Like that's the thing.
Exactly.
So,
Like it would be one thing if he was singing about puppies and rainbows.
Right, but he's not.
He'd be singing about stuff and you listening
And he
and
was
it's
having-
low key like
and it's sex with children.
the only time you can, let me separate the art from the artist is when it's like, what
Physical
she
art.
do? She calls somebody a stupid bitch on Twitter. Okay, that's, I don't care.
I mean people gonna do what they gonna do. You
But,
know?
like,
I
just
think
know-
ultimately there are some people that universally it's like, you know what, no, and then there's other people where it's like sometimes you don't care and sometimes people aren't.
Yeah.
And that's that. But I just think R. Kelly is one of those people that
it's
it's like
done for, like, no.
And I thought that that's what we were, but
I thought that's
y'all
what was
are really
happening.
sad.
But we
After,
couldn't
like,
have been
the
there because-
documentaries and shit, and y'all
Yeah.
we couldn't have been there because when the documentaries and stuff came out, people was weren't believing it and saying and trying to blame
was-
everybody
the
else but the
parents.
parent,
I
everybody
was
else
like-
but him.
I was
They
like,
was
are
like,
you okay?
The parents, girl.
That's a nasty man. What are you talking about?
The blame should have never went anywhere else
Exactly.
besides R.
But
Kelly.
him. Child, anyway, we was talking about Demi.
But
and
yeah, I don't know how we got
so-
here.
But yeah, Demi, please stop talking.
Yeah.
If you gonna talk, just let your team post your little album. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you're with Scooter. Scooter's a whole nother thing, but my point is that shit should really be doing differently than it is.
Because Scooter gets his folks paid.
No, he does. He does.
You better pay for some playlists.
It's for grinding in, but you shouldn't be with the same manager as Justin and Ariana,
and you not have what
you
they
pushing
have.
out new content. Like the thing about it is I think this music is better because my issue with Demi has always been like, aside from like, sorry not sorry, like the top 40 hits type thing, like her voice is really good, but for me the music just doesn't do anything for me. Like, the music isn't interesting enough, even though her voice is, and sometimes that can't carry it.
Right.
But I think with this one, if I ever do sit down and listen to it, I think the music in this one is actually really good. Like, I think this might be like her best body of work. That's what the people are saying. And it's like, you should be so focused on that. Like, there's no reason why you should be beefing with frozen yogurt people. No. Like, it's just ridiculous.
Right. There's like 2 songs by Demi that I will keep bumping. What is it? Sorry Not Sorry and Really Don't Care with Cher Lloyd. But other than that,
that was such a slap.
Like the classics, I will bump. Yeah, but I don't think I'll be looking. Yeah, but the gist of this, some people just should not talk because and you shouldn't be allowed to. Like, you have management. Where's the PR team? Because there's no reason you should keep being able to
I know
they're
seeing the reactions, and y'all just want to keep letting it happen.
I don't want to say you should have to sign into some weird contract, but some of y'all shouldn't be allowed to post without asking first.
Yeah. Because look,
it's damaging to your career.
There are only a couple of people, not even a couple, but it's not a big number of like celebrities that obviously have like autonomy over their accounts, and it looks fine. Like, you're not doing crazy stuff. Like Trevor, love you. He just be posting wholesome things. He be posting his little music, the little TikToks. Period. That's all we needed.
Friends.
Exactly. That's all we
needed. That's cute.
That's all we needed.
I love Trevor, y'all.
I love Trevor as well.
Album review coming soon. We gotta do that.
Yes.
Can he tour this? No.
Just
no.
MGK. But anyways, I think that's just it for Demi. I just spilled the shit on my pants.
Yeah.
It's over for you, Demi. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe not.
I mean, we can't save her. I'm not gonna go in public and defend her because that's not my business to do that. But
I don't say you don't want to be embarrassed.
No. I don't think I would ever do that. Like,
no,
I don't.
It's not a lot of people I'm gonna defend in public.
It's only a couple white women that I would ever defend, and I can count them on my fingers right here.
I definitely could.
I know them off the top of my head.
I definitely could.
So,
Ariana.
And some
Sabrina.
That's it. Those are the only ones.
I offended Adele after that picture of her in that Jamaican. And I'll do it again.
Because people tried to. It wasn't even that was a horrible. No. We gotta know. That was such a horrible day. Because the thing about it is that no one was saying that she was being a cultural. Did it go off? Oh no. No one was saying that she was doing cultural appropriation. We were joking.
Yeah.
And then here came all the other African people. You African Americans are like, and then it was diaspora wars. And I was like, why do y'all hate us so much? They're like, y'all can't tell people how they can, who can do what, and I'm like, no one was trying to. Like, we weren't saying that she was culturally appropriating. We said that she just looked goofy.
She did.
And I was dead.
But I'll still defend you in there. You look good.
Yeah, only a few white women. And once again, I need to emphasize that if we tell y'all that a white woman deserves to be, she probably does. Because we don't do that.
Because we be too into
and
it.
if you do that
to defend anybody,
you probably on the wrong channel. So, yeah. I mean, we only speak real here. We only speak real. So, we don't speak nothing but real.
Nope. Real. Okay. So yeah, so dating.
I've been seeing people, and I think, I don't know, dating for like, I'm not saying you should date for marriage, but I think when people, I don't understand dating just to like do nothing. Like, I think if you're going to just date for just to date, then you need to convey that to people
immediately.
Oh, definitely.
And I'm a fan I think of right now, I'm a fan of dating just to date, to have like a cute little time, a cute little moment.
Yeah.
But I would tell somebody.
Yeah, I think more so, honestly, actually, no, I don't mean dating as in like casual dating. I mean more so like relationships.
Yeah.
Like being in
that's what I meant.
exclusive relationships.
Yeah.
For no reason. That type of stuff I don't get. Like if you want to like date and just be casual and do stuff with multiple people, that's fine. I mean like when you're dating and you're in a serious relationship with someone yet you don't have plans on going any farther in life with them, why are you wasting people's time?
Especially people like our age and like in their 20s, they'll be like men specifically, I'll say. They'll be like, yeah, I'm in a relationship, but man, I don't want to be tied down. She gonna drive me to cheat. So if she gonna drive you to cheat, then why are you with her? Why are you with them? Like it doesn't make sense.
Not us, but we still, I think our generation is still having a hard time holding men up to expectations, because if I see somebody else, another woman justifying cheating of a man again, girl, this is real sad for y'all. Y'all are
like,
out very sad. Very, very sad. You talking about all the things you're doing for your man and then being like, but it's okay if you cheat.
The bar is in hell.
I want y'all so badly to just say that you have open relationships.
Yeah, that's okay.
I want y'all to say it so badly. Stop. You should not justify cheating. If your nigga is consistently cheating on you and you continue to take him back and you don't care, then you're in an open relationship.
But it's not even open because y'all feel like you can't cheat on him.
Here, this gonna be
like,
I mean, yes, he's manipulative, but at the end of the day, that's an open relationship.
Yeah.
If stepping out, you're not monogamous. You're not monogamous. That's what you're not. Being cheat, because not to cut you off, Tiana, but cheating is stepping outside of people's boundaries.
Exactly.
You should not be advocating or thinking that it's okay to step out of people's boundaries at all, whether it's cheating or anything else. Like you shouldn't advocate to do stuff like that. If you think it's fine for you to have other partners and stuff like that, that's fine. But you need to categorize it as what it is.
Right.
It's not, cheating is not okay. It's not.
No. And like, I forgot, damn.
Yeah. I didn't feel like it's 2:15. It's just, it's too much. Like, did y'all see? Oh, yeah.
Cause okay, so y'all be in these relationships, he's steady cheating, and you're like, it's okay, this is what we do. So why aren't you out doing it?
That's what I'm saying.
If he can do that, that just justifies
do it
you
too,
doing whatever
girl.
you want to do. And like that's fine. If y'all at the end of, like I saw this one TikTok or something. It's like, oh, I got a boyfriend, but I'm a city girl. Yeah, I do what I want to do. And when he needs me to act right, I act right. When I need him to act right, he act right. Whatever. That's what y'all want to be on. Let that be that. But
I don't know what act right.
Be in a relationship.
For real.
Was like, if we want to be in a relationship for real, we need to step out together. Okay, whatever. Like, if that's what y'all own, let it be that. But cheating is not.
But I don't know. I feel like social media really has messed up y'all definitions of relationships too. Like, some of y'all be thinking you're influencers and be having relationships for appearances, and it's just like, Miss Girl, no one cares. And but also, if I see another girl, man, if your boyfriend is cheating on you, don't go to the other girl mad. It's not a good look. It's always a very, very horrible look. Don't ever tell somebody to get away from your man. Girl, if he is going over to another woman, he is not your man. He is not your man. And you need to let him go. Bro, I was telling my friend Cindy last night, if you ever catch me going to another girl talking about stay away from my man, hit me in the head because I'm stupid. Something is wrong with me. I'm beating him up. Girl, I have no beef with you. The only way I have beef with you, I have beef with you if we're friends. Yeah. Or if I have beef with you if you knew about it, but I don't have more beef with you than if he was playing both of us. If he was playing with both of us.
Yeah. But like if you knew about it and you was happy to be a side chick, I'm not gonna come after you, but don't speak to me. Don't ever speak to me, don't contact me, stay away from me. Yeah.
But it's just like we're not fighting over men.
And that's why dating at this age is so weird, because for some reason people think, oh, we finna compete for this man. Don't nobody want that nigga. He's dirty and smells.
Okay, what do y'all think? Smells. Okay, what do y'all think about this? So, I be watching Enjoy the Podcast with Jared, Shan's wife, and there's two other hosts, Los and JD. No, two other hosts.
Aren't they fine?
Yes.
Yeah. I be seeing the little clips.
All of them. Shout out to Enjoy the Podcast. We love y'all. But JD has another he has another podcast, like his own podcast called Who Can Relate, and he would talk about like essentially his idea is like men under 30 or men aren't ready to like seriously date
Why did they say
until
the same
30.
thing in the one I didn't tell you about Dormtainment with all the guys. They were saying the same thing.
And stuff like that makes me really, really, really mad. I love JD, I really do, but I think it's a really bad take. I do, because y'all infantilize men. We have to talk about the fact that why are women expected to be able to do? Because first of all, y'all expect certain things of women, and for some reason men can't do that. And then my question is, then who are women supposed to date?
Exactly.
If you're under 30 and you want to date seriously, and that's something that you want to have a family or get married or whatever, who are you supposed to marry?
Yeah.
Who are you supposed to interact with then? Is it that now, okay, well, because all men quote unquote aren't ready by 30, so now women just have to
sit around and
they
just
just
come,
or like you have to date casually. Like, what if you don't want that?
But that's weird, even because y'all will shame women for not having relationships and stuff.
Absolutely.
Even though 30 is young as hell, y'all will shame women for not being in relationships and having families at that
They
point.
were saying the same thing, and one of their points was like, if you're trying to seriously date, you need to have like your money together, you need to have your life together, stuff like that. Have it together before 30. Like, get your life together. If you want to seriously date, get it together. Don't be trying to say before 30, I'm not even supposed to be thinking about seriously dating. But
then it's like also too, like, I think you can seriously date. I think too, this idea that you need to have like a whole bunch of money and stuff like that is like also not good. I think that you should be in a good headspace and not be like a completely toxic person. You know what I'm saying? You should have a little bit of something so you can take folks out and do stuff like that. Like, if you're broke, okay, you shouldn't be dating, but like you don't have to be like rich and like have your dream life and all this other stuff before you start dating. Like, I think that's
another
also
excuse. It's another excuse, but it's just like, what does that even mean? Like, men aren't ready to seriously date until the age of 30.
Y'all,
what does that mean?
Y'all will give, and someone put a really good comment. You know what? I'm gonna find the comment. Under
But y'all be
this
ready to
comment.
seriously date at 30 and then look for a 22-year-old.
Because they explained it so well.
Yeah.
No, it's very true. Come on, can we unpack it? Can we unpack the layers?
Y'all are really, really
Can we
weird.
unpack the layers? Okay.
Child.
Yeah. But it's just unrealistic to be like, but I don't know, because I feel like,
Because you want the woman you like. Let's say you
Okay,
meet the woman you love at 23. You gonna turn her and be like, girl, but wait till I'm 30 because I'm not ready yet. I'm not in the right headspace.
Imagine you not in the right headspace at 30 either. Like,
no, literally, because y'all don't.
Why 30? Like,
No.
what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you saying when I'm done with school? Y'all don't be in school. So
Y'all don't be in school. Y'all don't be in
like,
school. So what? My thing is, what is happening from 18 to 30? Where you just like it's some awakening.
Because the thing about that is too, like, I personally, it like, especially this has happened with like my past relationships, it makes me really mad to know that like the position that I played in people's lives was like some sort of like lesson, you know what I'm saying? Like, you had to do fucked up shit to me in order to grow, but it's like, what about me though?
Right.
Like, I'm not here to be your growth.
Right.
Like, I'm a person who I want to have positive experiences too. And when you have that mentality that like men aren't ready to be serious until 30, then it's like, okay, well, all of the fucking around and all the things that they do to women that deal with them is like, you know, fine, that's whatever, you know, that's a part of their growth, but it's like, what about those women? Because the things that they had to go through are probably bad too. Like, that shapes them too as people.
You don't have to do somebody dirty to grow. Like,
I'm gonna read the comment. So this is part of the comment. He did a video where because a woman had put like a comment under another one of their videos about how like something to the effect of like JD like triggers me or rubs me the wrong way or something like that. So they just had like a conversation about it or whatever. It was a good video, but this is part of the comment that they put. They said also I didn't mature until I was 30. That's one of like the things that he said. Allows for the infantilization of men. Somehow men can earn a living and be trusted to take the lead on so many things due to patriarchy, but when it comes to how they treat women, all of a sudden it's, I don't know better. Yeah. For example, this is another thing that they said, cheating made me love you more video was hella triggering. Well, it's not something that they said, it's something that they discussed rather.
Mm-hmm.
That video was hella triggering for that reason. I think a lot of people have suffered so that their partner can grow and learn, but for them, that process has been very traumatic and becomes baggage. So for me, that's why I find him triggering. He said, but I also find Jared and Los triggering too. Anyways, that's besides the point. But that's exactly what I was thinking, because it's just like that idea that men are allowed that grace, or they're allowed to like do whatever it is until they're 30 or whatever, and that's when they finally, you know, get to be serious and stuff like that. That just allows for like a lot of mistreatment and a lot of messed up stuff to happen to women. And it's sort of like this idea of like, oh well, you have to just accept that because men aren't mature until 30, and it's just like, I'm expected to be all of these things, and maybe I don't want to date somebody who's older. Like, you shouldn't have to then try and find somebody who's older, or like try and like date 34 and 50-year-olds and all type of shit. Like, you shouldn't have to try and date people who are super duper like older than you, just because it's this idea that the men who are your age are not mature and not ready.
Right. Like,
and this, obviously there are people who are, but like, you get it.
And I did this thing where I relate stuff that I talk about to songs. Like, I can just do that and think of lyrics. So this song, "Shame" by Candle of Day.
I love it.
She talks about, she's like, it's a shame she don't know everything I taught you, meaning she had to suffer through a relationship. For you to get to where you need to be to learn how to treat somebody, it's a shame she gonna see a better you, like that kind of stuff. And it's that saying that's like, be another girl's lesson or another girl's blessing, because they only say that about women. Like, about men. Like, that saying doesn't go the other way. And it's a trend there that people aren't picking up on. It's always, men need to be taught something. Men need to be baby. I'm here to teach you something. I'm not gonna raise you. You have a mother for a reason. Like, we are both grown. I'm not even raised. Go.
But that's my thing. Like, that's why I find myself, like, when I'm watching like Normtainment and stuff like that, I be having to take a step back, because like, you can't listen to men all day. Y'all don't know what you're talking about. Like, and then you have the nerve to sit together in a group where y'all all agree with each other, thinking that you're really on some like, oh my God, this is some mind-blowing stuff. There's no reflection. You're not like, and all you guys say is damaging things. Like, obviously what you're saying, you don't inherently think is bad, but like when you bring up like cheating and how men are just are wired to cheat, and when women do it, it's too much and all this stuff, and men won't do, like, y'all are just bouncing off of each other, and the nerve of y'all to be grown and to be being in relationships, it's really, really wild. You can support yourself financially, you can be on your own, you can do all these things, but you can't treat a woman right for the death of you. That does not make sense. And where's the reflection? Where's the reflection? Because at this point, you have to put two and two together. Because y'all always talk about how you're strong, independent, raw, all this stuff. But this one lane in your life, you just cannot get it together. And why is that?
Because you don't have to.
You don't have to. But this is why men need to listen to more women. Because we sit up in here watching men on podcasts, just men. I don't even know.
These are the only folks I listen to, though. I will say I don't listen to nobody else.
Yeah, I don't listen to any other men other than,
because I don't have time for the majority of y'all.
I don't. But it's like, when are y'all going to go on to the flip side and listen to us? Because I feel like if you would have just heard one or two women one good time, like, that don't make sense, because y'all don't put it together neither. Like, you'll be like, I expect this of women and I don't expect anything from men, but that's okay.
I think part of it too is like, I think, at least with Enjoy the Podcast, like, well, I just watch it because, the first thing that I watched it because Shan was on there, so that's how I got into it, you know what I'm saying? And I actually really like them because they don't always agree. A lot of the time they don't agree on stuff, and so, like, it's good conversation, stuff like that. Like, occasionally they have bad takes, as men do, as people do, but you know what I'm saying? But I like, you know, the things that they say, but I think a lot of the reason why people gravitate towards their podcast is because they want to know how men think and how, essentially, to get a man. And so I think a lot of these male-led podcasts garner that sort of audience from women because they want to, like, the women want to, like, get this insight or be able to, like, figure out how to navigate dating with men, you know, better or whatever. But on the flip side, I don't think that men listen to women's podcasts and stuff like that because they don't have that same mindset, or they haven't been instilled with that same mindset that they need to do anything to get a woman. Like, it's like, oh, I have this money, or I'm just me, I'm cute, I'm whatever, I can get women. And a lot of times they do. But the thing about, but the truth of the matter is that it's the same for women. Women don't have to learn or be taught how to get a man. You can be cute and have your money or whatever, and you can just get men too. But I think it's this idea that like women are taught that we have to be learning, we have to be trying to like understand these things and be like the best partner that we can be for men, and men don't have that same thing. You know what I'm saying? Even though you don't need to be evolved and need to listen to women's opinions to get a woman, you should still be trying to think about that some way. But it doesn't happen. So.
My issue too with it sometimes when I'm listening to them is they always bring up, they be like, women will never fully understand men. What is there to understand? Y'all are not these deep physical, y'all are not, baby, it's all surface level. I don't have to do any deep diving. Like, nothing is going on in that brain that is so earth shattering for me. That's just not what's happening. Like, I think you think you're deeper than you are, but then when you speak, it reveals everything. You're not deep. You're not deep. You're not actually thinking about anything. Everything you do is very much surface level. Like, you see things how it is, and that's how you take it, and that's how you go. You don't challenge anything. The only things you challenge are women, and that's real sick. It's real sick. Like, come on, no.
I don't realize how much like living in a patriarchal society has shaped y'all minds. Like, y'all just really don't get it. Yeah. Like, y'all don't get it, and it's because like you don't have to. Like, you will be perfectly fine. But like the reality is, like, I watched For Harriet. She's a YouTuber, Kimberly, and she's really great. I love her. But she talks about how, like, if you're gonna deal with men, there's a certain level of foolishness that you're gonna be encountered with, and you have to decide what you're going to take and what you're not going to take. But it's important to like understand how men are socialized, because you can't be going in here. You can't be going in here blind. You can't be going in here not understanding the manipulation, not understanding all of the things that go into dealing with these people. Like, you can't do that, because you will end up messed up. Like, you will end up out here like what's his name, Wave, like Derrick Jackson Wave. Okay, you will be out here trying to get the attention of men like Kevin Samuels, just dumb, nasty men who don't have a brain cell, not a brain cell in sight. Whose only thing that makes them actually feel like they are somebody that we should be listening to is because they have a mouth and they run it. They ain't got no thoughts, no knowledge, no nothing. But society has told them that all they need is a mouth and a camera, and they can get up here and talk. And that we should listen to them because they're a man, and the things that they say are important and they make sense. You will be lost out here if you don't sit down and actually try and understand it. Some of the girls are, some of y'all are lost, but you will be really lost out here if you sit around thinking that you don't have to actually do any type of learning. You don't have to deconstruct anything. Right. It's not gonna work for you. It'll work for men, but it doesn't work for us.
Tiana, do you have a point? I think I'm gonna cut soon. Yeah. You have a point?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, I was watching this one channel. Like, the takes that men have are really weird, because they were saying, I don't want to say exactly what they said, because it's like, why would you say that? But they were like, when men cheat, they cheat for.
Is it like physical? Is it more physical?
Yeah. I don't want to say that, but that's what they. I don't know if y'all heard me, but they cheat for like physical reasons. But when women cheat, they're looking for love.
Yeah. Shut up! You really have to, because what are you talking about? That's like saying women can't have just physical attraction with people, and it's always something deeper. No, baby, I don't want a mental attraction to y'all, because I don't want to come out damaged.
Hello, that women are so fragile. So
what?
Yeah, and this idea that like women are more, and then again, it all just goes back to like to socialization, because I really do not believe in this idea that like men and women are naturally different in the way that like women are emotional and men are like not, and it's just like come on, that's not a biological thing. Like, it's not innate, it's not feminine energy and all this other stuff. Like, that's just the way that we've been socialized for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years.
And it's really funny actually, because if you talk to like a man, and like y'all are friends, you can talk to him for all of like 3 minutes and he'll just start spilling his guts because he doesn't speak about his emotions. He doesn't address things that he has with people. So he'll just blurt everything out and it's like, ooh, that's not very healthy.
Y'all are very emotional.
Y'all are very emotional. And you just, you present it in a really, really bad way.
Yeah, I think y'all mistake the fact that like, y'all be like, oh, men aren't that emotional or whatever when you're like referencing like situations with like women and stuff like that. Y'all just don't care about the women that you're with. That's it. It's not that you're not emotional because you guys get emotional when you are going through things with friends and stuff like that. Y'all get emotional about a lot of things. Yeah. You just don't care about the person that you're with.
You're not emotionally intelligent. That's
what it is. Yeah.
And you see women like speaking about their feelings. That doesn't mean you're more emotional. That just means I care about it and I don't want to sit up in here having issues and mental breakdowns because everything bubbles up inside of me. Like that's all that is. But child, whatever.
So thank you guys for watching, especially if you stayed and watched the whole time. We really appreciate it. Let us know if you have anything else that you want to hear us talk about, anything that you'd just like to see if we're interested in, any conversations you'd like to see us have. Make sure you subscribe and like this video. Leave a comment if you'd like. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.